The Chomp, powered by G&M Land Pros, serving Pensacola, Pace, Milton, and surrounding areas. So if you're in need of lawn care, want a quality job at a great rate, call the fine folks at G&M Land Pros, 850-866-7853. Mention the Chomp and save 10% on your next job, only at G&M Land Pros. And we want to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Chomp, coming to you live from the Escambia High School weight room. Joining me again, as always, is Coach Willie Spears. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing great, Paul. You know, last night we had our swamp night. We had over 70 kids there. It's a bonding time for us. We spent time together. We played games, different groups, and so my voice was gone up all night with the kids. We got there about 6 o'clock in the evening, and we left about 6 this morning. Half of them didn't sleep the whole night. We watched movies together, but it's great spending time with family. You know, and our coaches' families came as well. My son was the last one to actually wake up this morning for the few that did sleep. So I'm doing great, man. Looking forward to spring football practice. And
spring football just right around the corner, kicks off May 1st. But let's talk just real quick about how important things like Swamp Night are for building team character and team unity.
Yeah, I don't think you can win if you don't love each other. Our slogan is the acronym for family. Forget about me, I love you. FAMILY. And so with that being said, I think it's so important. Coach Shepard, one of our coaches, he thought of this idea. I've done it in other schools with a little different motive, and it really helped. You saw the guys bond, saw guys open up. We had a little quiet time. We shared things about our personal lives and saw guys open up. We saw seniors call underclassmen out, and it really took us another step. You know, and I often say we have a long way to go to turn this program around. Last night we took another step.
Well, one of the things that I do want to ask you a question about is you're talking about the upperclassmen calling out the underclassmen. How important this year is it going to be for your upperclassmen to take that leadership role and make the underclassmen kind of take responsibility?
It's going to be very important. You know, we talked last night about how just because you're a senior doesn't mean you're the only leader. An underclassman can't lead, and you don't lead with your mouth, you lead with your actions, by showing up, by working hard, things of that nature. And so it's going to be very important. Last night we counted 23 seniors. All of those guys won't be with us come the fall for different reasons, but we will have a lot. You know, we should have 15 to 20, and with that many seniors to lead us, we should have a good season.
Well, we kick off spring practice May 1st coming up, and is your team looking forward to it? Are they ready to get out there and start mixing it again? I can imagine, you know, just sitting this long. It's always the butterflies come back and you're ready to put the helmet on and get busy. How's the team looking, and are they ready for that?
They're excited. You know, our guys hadn't won. The group of young men we're working with, they haven't won a lot. And with that being said, we have 3 of our guys, Arian Wallace and Felton Jackson and Kid Ramos. They're going to state in the 4x4 track. So that's winning. And we had a guy named Daquan Fowler that qualified for state in weightlifting. So that's winning. And those guys have already put that attitude in our football guys. And the excitement about that is that has made us even more excited about getting out there this spring and competing, because we want a little piece of that winning, and it's going to start with how well we do in the spring. And what we want to get out of the spring is toughness. You know, whenever you play us, we want to be the toughest team on the field. We want to be the team that's the most aggressive, and we believe the rest will take care of itself.
Now, can you teach a winning attitude? Can you guys go out there and coach a winning attitude into these players?
I think you can. I think we all do, adults included. We do what we're allowed to do. If we allow our guys to walk around on the field, we allow our guys to go half speed, then that won't be a winning effort. What we do, we set the bar high. You either reach it or you go home. It's very simple. And so I think in that regard you can. However, you can't teach heart. And to me, the definition of heart is I'm going to do the right thing when nobody's watching. I'm going to work hard when nobody's around. And that we can't teach. But we can teach an expectation of excellence, which to me is a winning attitude.
Well, Coach, you know, we got everything coming up. May 4th, important day at Escambia. It is the kickoff, first day we're allowed to be back in pads. I'd mentioned on one of the other shows about inviting people out to see it. Again, is that door still open if people want to come watch the first day in pads? Are they still going to be welcome to come out?
Yes, they are. And the week after that, May 11th, we're having a coaching clinic for youth league coaches that'll start at 8:30 in the morning and go all day. And we will be practicing that day and scrimmaging and breaking down film and things of that nature. So, yes, we encourage people to come out, not to talk, not to try to coach, but to come out and watch. They're welcome anytime. And I think they'll really enjoy seeing the kids have fun. And that's what we're all about.
Well, you know, one of the great things, as you've said since day one of the show, is the program's going to be open. You want people to understand. And we want to encourage you to come out and participate. You know, come out and watch. Come out and enjoy Escambia football. It's back. You know, it's been gone for a while, but it's back. But just remember, we don't want to do anything for coach to say, you know, guys, we got to close practice. We want to keep this open family feeling that coach has developed here. We want to keep it going.
Yes, sir. And we're excited about the future. And there's so many in the Escambia Gator Nation. You know, I walk around Myrtle Grove. There's people, you know, my dad's age who remember the good days and want to get them back. And so we're excited to be a part of this community, and we're excited what the future's going to bring.
Well, Coach, we're going to keep this show fairly short because I know that, you know, you guys were up all night and there's a lot going on. But before we wrap it up, there's a few things that I need to get out there. Number one is, now that our live feed's been disrupted there, we want to invite everybody to go to EGFN.net.
Wow.
Escambia Gator Football Network is now up. It's running. The slogan for it is Gator Football all the time. It is launched, so guys, if you want to go, you no longer have to go through 8730 Sports. You can go to our sister channels, which we launched yesterday as a surprise to Coachy.
Yeah.
I had mentioned we were thinking about.
You said next year.
Yeah.
You said I got the domain name, and next year we'll have the Escambia Gator Football Network.net. We'll have that website next year. That was 2014, Paul.
Yep. However, we got some generous sponsors. G&M Land Pros is one of them, who came through with some funding that has
thanks so much, G&M Land Pro. We really appreciate it.
It has allowed us to move forward. ADT Home Security, Kevin Stevens also came through with some funding, and that has permitted us to go ahead and incorporate.
Is it already up and running?
It's the live feed up right now on it, and they're watching this show on it as we speak.
We need to get out the air so I can go check it out.
So, but we need to go ahead, and I want to thank everybody, all our sponsors who made it possible. It was it took a tremendous amount of money to incorporate a sister network and to get the ownership of it and to do all the paperwork and the legal stuff that went with it. So we want to thank G&M Land Pros. I want to thank ADT Home Security and Kevin Stevens. Without those guys, it would be next year.
EGFN.net.
EGFN.net. Simple, easy to understand, and it is home for Gator football all the time.
Now we got to win. See, we weren't going to practice that hard this spring, you know, thinking we can have another mediocre season. Now we got to win.
Yeah, because everybody else is winning now.
That's
We're
right.
putting wins together all
in other
around
areas.
The teams. We want the kids to see that just because it's projected for a year away doesn't mean we have to wait.
I like that.
You know, we can move forward today. And as you know, Coach, I sometimes make decisions without talking to you. And I figured this was one that you would mind.
No question. Wow, I'm excited. I'm going to check it out right when we get up there.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for this show of the Chomp. I promised Coach we're going to keep it short. He was up all night. So thanks to G&M Land Pros. Thanks to ADT Security, Kevin Stevens there. Check those guys out. If you need any lawn service, G&M Land Pros also said if you mention the Chomp, they're going to take 10% off of any service you want from them. So that's the other thing. The other surprise that I have for you before we go is we had talked earlier about financing and what we were going to do to raise and how we were going to split, you know, between the two. We had a meeting with the board, and for the first season of this, we're giving 100% of everything raised by you guys for the network back to the school.
Wow.
So 100% of every advertising dollar that a member of Coach's staff or the quarterback club or anybody sells to you guys for commercials time, commercial ads, that 100% goes back to the school.
Give me a call, 453-7453. You hear that? You can advertise on this network live and on the website, and all the money goes to the kids.
So, Coach, those were our two big announcements for today.
Man, I was going to go take a nap. Now I can't sleep.
But we want to encourage everybody, join us again next week as we'll come back to you live from Escambia now.
Yes, sir.
And that'll do it for the Chomp with the boss man and Coach Willie Spears. We'll see you next Friday.
Yes, sir.
D&M Land Pros, serving Pensacola, Pace, Milton, and surrounding areas. So if you're in need of lawn care, want a quality job at a great rate, call the fine folks at D&M Land Pros, 850-866-7853. Mention the Chomp and save 10% on your next job, only at D&M Land Pros.